Hi everyone, it's Tejveer. So today we are talking about battery life on Android devices. A lot of people have concern that their phones have smaller batteries and it would cause them a problem. So the battery life is a very subjective thing. Everyone uses their devices differently for different levels of time and do different types of tasks. So we are going to discuss about the things that have an impact over your battery life during day-to-day operations. Now the first thing to be aware of is what options do your Android operating system have to save battery life. So some of the things that you can do is, if we go to the power settings of your device, we have couple of options here like the power saver mode, which will give you some additional battery by lowering the brightness of the screen, conserving the CPU usage, turning off the vibration feedback, and putting the data to sleep when screen is off. And the other option is the extreme power saving mode. Now this one turns off basically the entire Android operating system, other than a basic overlay that provides access to the basic functionality of the device. It can give you access to the calls, text messages, and other basic functions. Now this really turns your smartphone back to a dumb phone, but doing so you will dramatically increase the battery life. But let's talk about the things that really impact the battery life. For instance, you would be aware running the screen is probably the biggest single drain that you would have on a smart device. But also depending upon what your device is doing. For example, if you're playing a game with if you are playing a game, you are running the display and the CPU of this device simultaneously, and that is going to decrease the battery life. But if you are playing that game on multiplayer, then you are also running the Wi-Fi and the cellular data at the same time, and again you have added to your battery drain. But there is something that you might not be aware of. If you happen to have a weak Wi-Fi signal or weak cell signal, your device will use more power to maintain a so-called signal lock. Now what that means is, well, in real tips, if you happen to have only 1 or 2 bars of your cell or Wi-Fi signal, your device would use more power thinking it needs a stronger signal, and in doing so it would drain more battery. But you should have experienced this, that if you have a weak signal, that your battery drains much faster, and this is because the device has to give more power to the transmitter and the receiver to have a good signal, and which would eat a lot of battery life from your device. Now the best way to try and to keep your battery life running at peak performance during the day is to keep an eye on how well your device is connected to Wi-Fi and cell. What else you can do is help your battery life by taking a look at what your auto brightness is doing, because in different scenarios you might find that the auto brightness is over governing the screen and actually running it hotter than it needs to effectively, and it would effectively drain your battery when it just doesn't need to. So you can just have a look on your brightness, like the auto brightness is governing right now, and you can just change the brightness of your device. Okay, and you can also have an eye on your location services in your settings. So here's the location services, and if you are using the location services, then your GPS, Wi-Fi, and AGPS is turned on simultaneously, then it would drain a lot of battery life. So there is a simple and quick look at simple things that you could do to preserve battery life, not only on Androids but on any smartphone, be that an iPhone or a Microsoft Lumia. At the end of the day, keep an eye over what your Android device is doing, and it could help you to save 10 to 15% of battery life just by being a little bit proactive. So these are the most simple things to save battery life. So if you like the video, hitting the like button is appreciable, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more useful videos like this. Thank you.